People love giving advice about relationships they know nothing about. Her friends whispered in her ear, telling her you were too comfortable, too calm, too unbothered. They said you needed to be taught a lesson. So she packed a bag, straightened her hair, and walked out the door with a dramatic speech about spending a week away to make you miss her. What she didn't expect was your reaction. No begging, no chasing, no crying at the door. You picked up the phone and made a call that changed everything. By the time she came back, the lesson belonged to her. But before I tell you what happened that day, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. People love giving advice about relationships they know nothing about. My wife sat on the edge of the bed with her arms crossed, waiting for me to react to her big announcement. She expected shock, panic, pleading. Instead, I folded a shirt and placed it in the drawer. "I'm going to my sister's for a week," she said. "I need space. You need to understand what you're losing." I turned, looked at her, and stayed calm. "If that's what you want." Her mouth twitched. She didn't like that answer. She wanted chaos. She wanted a scene she could run back to her friends with. "You aren't even going to ask me why." "I already know," I said. I had overheard the late-night conversation she didn't think I heard. Her friends, 3 of them, laughing over wine, telling her I didn't appreciate her enough, that she should leave for a few days and let me sit home alone, begging for her return. One said, "A husband only learns when you shake his world." When her bag hit the floor next to her feet, she waited for me to stop her. I didn't. She leaned forward. "Don't you care that I'm leaving?" "I care. But I'm not locking the door or grabbing your suitcase. If you don't want to be here, forcing you won't change anything." Her face tightened. She wanted drama, not peace. Peace didn't make her feel powerful. She zipped her suitcase slowly, watching me from the corner of her eye. "You're going to regret this." "We'll see." She grabbed her phone, keys, and walked out without saying goodbye. The door clicked gently behind her. No slam, no yelling. Silence filled the house. For a moment, I stood there. Marriage wasn't supposed to feel like a battle, but she had been acting different for months, more distant, more angry at small things. I tried talking. She brushed it off. I tried being supportive. She called me boring. Nothing I did was enough, so if she wanted space, she would get it. 5 minutes after she pulled out of the driveway, I picked up my phone and dialed a number I had been thinking about for weeks. Her mother. She answered on the second ring. "Hello?" "Hi, it's me," her tone softened. She always liked me. "Is everything all right?" "I thought you should know." She left for the week. Silence. She did what? Her friends talked her into it. They told her she needed to teach me a lesson. Her mother exhaled sharply. "Those girls again. They ruin everything they touch." What did she expect to accomplish? She thinks I'll be begging her to come back. "And will you?" "No," her mother paused. "Do you want me to get involved?" "That's up to you. But I'm done chasing," she sighed. "Leave this to me." After the call ended, I sat on the couch, turned on the TV, and lived my life. I cooked dinner. I cleaned. I went to work. I didn't text her. I didn't call. If she wanted a reaction, silence would give her more than words. On the second day, her sister called. "Did you really let her leave?" She made her choice. "Do you want her back?" "I want respect." Her sister went quiet. She knew what I meant. They all knew. My wife didn't leave because she needed space. She left because she wanted attention. She wanted to see how far she could push me. On the third day, her mother showed up at my door. She marched inside with her purse clutched tight. "She is not with her sister," she said. That hit harder than I expected. "Where is she?" "Those friends. The ones who talk like marriage is a toy. She is staying with them." Her mother sat down on the couch. "She lies to all of us, not just you." I leaned back in my chair. The truth tasted bitter. but I swallowed it anyway. "What do you want me to do?" I asked. "Nothing," her mother said. "You stay silent. Let her see what her little stunt earns her." On the fourth day, she finally texted me. "One sentence. Are you even going to ask how I am?" I didn't reply. 3 hours later. "Fine. I guess you don't care." Still nothing. That night, her sister messaged me. "She's upset. She thought you'd fall apart without her." "I'm not falling apart." "I know. And maybe that scares her." On the fifth day, she called. I let it ring. She called again and again. I didn't pick up. My peace wasn't revenge. It was proof. I had lived too long chasing someone who didn't value me. 5 silent days taught me something her friends never expected. I didn't need her to be strong. She needed me to feel important. On the 6th day, a car pulled into the driveway. Loud footsteps hit the porch. The front door opened hard. She stormed inside, breath heavy, face red from tears and anger. "So this is how it is? I leave and you don't care?" I stayed seated, calm, steady. Her anger washed over me like rain over stone. "You didn't even ask where I was." "I knew you weren't with your sister." She froze. "What?" Your mother told me. Her mouth fell open. She hadn't thought about that. "And those friends you listen to are the reason you're standing here alone," I said. "Not me." She stepped back, stunned that the story wasn't under her control anymore. Her voice lowered. "You're supposed to fight for me." "No. I'm supposed to be your partner, not your student." The silence that followed was heavier than words, and before she could answer, her phone buzzed. She looked down. Her eyes changed. Not fear, not confusion, something else. Guilt. She turned away so I wouldn't see the screen. I saw it anyway. A message from a man's name I didn't know. Silence grew sharp between us. Her hands shook. Her breath faded. The lesson she tried to teach me began to crumble in her own hands. People love giving advice about relationships they know nothing about. She held the phone tight, but her fingers trembled. The name on the screen kept flashing at the top, Eli. She silenced it fast, but that only made the room louder. I didn't yell. I didn't stand. I didn't accuse. I watched. Her voice cracked. "It's not what you think." "When someone says that," I said, "it's always exactly what I think." She paced back and forth. Her breathing turned sharp. "He's just a friend." "Friends don't text you 6 times in a row asking where you are." She stopped moving. Her shoulders dropped. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. The truth sat between us like a chair no one wanted to sit in. "I only talked to him because I was lonely," she said. "You don't pay attention to me anymore." I blinked slowly. "You left to get my attention," she swallowed. "You didn't chase me." "You left as punishment," I said. "You walked out to make me feel worthless. Now you're angry because I didn't beg." She looked toward the door. She always looked for exits when she ran out of excuses. "I didn't cheat," she repeated. "I never said you did," I replied. "But you wanted to hurt me. And while you were trying to teach me a lesson, someone else was waiting for you to fail." Her eyes filled, but I wasn't moved. I had seen these tears too many times. Tears saved for consequences, never for remorse. She sat on the couch, buried her face in her hands. "They told me you take me for granted," she whispered. "My friends said I needed to shake things up before you stopped caring." I leaned forward. "And now you know. I didn't stop caring. I stopped being controlled." Her head lifted. That sentence hit harder than shouting. "I want to fix this," she said. "We can talk. We can work." Her phone rang again. "Eli." She flinched. I stared at her. "Answer it." "No." "Then give it to me." "No." Her panic said everything her mouth wouldn't. She stood up fast. "I need air." She walked toward the door, but when she touched the handle, a voice yelled from outside. "Open the door!" It wasn't a voice I recognized. Male. Aggressive. Desperate. My wife froze. Her eyes widened. And then she whispered one word. "No." The pounding grew louder. Her heartbeat drowned out the sound of everything else. She turned to me. "Don't open it." She backed away, fear rising like smoke from her skin. Another knock hit the door, harder this time. "I know you're in there," the voice shouted. I stood. "Who is that?" I asked. She didn't speak. She didn't need to. Her silence answered everything. I walked to the door and unlocked it. She gasped. "Please don't." I pulled it open. A tall man stood on the porch, breathing hard, face flushed. He stared at my wife, then at me, then back at her. "So this is your husband." She stumbled backwards. "Eli, go home." "No," he said. "You told me you were done with him. You said you'd leave for good. You said we could be together." Her head snapped up. Panic swallowed her voice. "Stop talking!" I crossed my arms. "Keep going," Eli pointed at her. "She told me she hates this house, hates this marriage. She only stayed because she didn't know where to go." I didn't blink. "Did she now?" My wife rushed toward him. "You need to leave." He ignored her. He looked at me. "She begged me to come get her when she didn't hear from you. She told me you'd fall apart without her. She said tonight was the night she was moving in with me." My wife shook her head fast, desperate. "He's lying." Eli glared. "You dragged me into this." "I'm not lying for you." I stepped aside. "If she wants to go with you, she can leave right now." My wife's mouth fell open. "You're kicking me out?" "No," I said. "I'm letting you make the choice you already planned to make." Eli held out his hand. "Let's go." She stared at him, then at me, then back at him. Her lower lip shook. "No," she whispered. "I don't want to leave with you." Eli's face hardened. "So you used me?" She didn't answer. He pointed at her again. "You're playing both sides. Make a choice." She turned to me. "I want to stay." I nodded. "Good, then pack his things. Whatever you gave him, take it back." She rushed out of the room, searching for her phone charger in the kitchen. Maybe to end things, maybe to delete messages, maybe to bury her evidence. Eli stared at me. "You deserve better." I nodded. "I know." He walked away without another word. When the car engine faded, my wife returned to the living room. Her face lost all color. Her voice was small, like a child caught stealing. "I didn't sleep with him." "I swear." "I don't care." She stepped closer. "I made a mistake." "You made many." She reached for my hand. I stepped back. That hurt her more than anything Eli said. For the first time since she walked out the door, she understood she had no control left. Slowly, quietly, she whispered, "Are we done?" I didn't answer fast. I let her stand in the silence she had earned. Then I said, "No, you and I are not done. But your friends are." People love giving advice about relationships they know nothing about. Those friends pushed her toward chaos, and she followed them without thinking. Now she stood in our living room with tears collecting under her eyes, hands shaking, phone buzzing with messages she refused to open. I pointed at the couch. "Sit." She obeyed. No attitude, no excuses. Her voice came out thin. "What do you want me to do?" "You will call each friend, on speaker. You will tell them the truth." "Not for me. For yourself." She froze. "Right now?" "Yes." She stared at her phone like it was poison. After a long moment, she tapped a number and hit speaker. Her friend's voice came bright and cheerful. "Are you back home? Did he beg?" My wife swallowed. "No." "What do you mean? Did you punish him? Did he learn anything?" My wife looked at me, then closed her eyes. "I lied to you. I lied about everything. I told you he treated me poorly. I told you he never cared. None of that was real. I hurt someone who never hurt me." Silence. Then laughter. "Oh, please. You panic every time. He's soft. He'll forgive you." I leaned closer. "Tell her about Eli." My wife's breath caught. She stared at the floor. Then she spoke. I talked to someone else. I let another man think he had a chance. He showed up tonight. My husband saw everything. Her friend went quiet. Then she laughed again, louder. Good. Make him jealous. Now you hold the power. My wife's face collapsed. No, you don't understand. I don't want power. I want respect. He gave me respect. I treated him like trash. I reached over and hung up. My wife didn't protest. She grabbed another contact and hit speaker. The second friend answered. You ran back? Couldn't handle 1 week of silence? My wife's voice cracked. You gave advice without knowing anything. You wanted drama. My marriage isn't entertainment. That man is boring. You deserve someone fun. I took the phone. Fun? Eli rang our door like a debt collector. He threatened her. You pushed her toward that. The friend snorted. She made her choice. I ended the call. Last friend. This one answered whispering. Are you okay? I heard yelling. No yelling, I said. Truth. My wife drew a slow breath. I ruined my marriage because I listened to you. You wanted to see him chase me. You wanted me to hurt someone who cared. You treated this like a game, her friend snapped. Don't blame me for your mistakes. My wife spoke again. He didn't need punishment. He needed loyalty. I hung up. She stared at the black screen, chest rising and falling. The truth drained something toxic from her face. I failed you, she whispered. Yes. I hurt you? Yes. I lost your trust. Yes. She covered her face. How do I fix this? I sat across from her. My voice stayed calm. You will cut those friends out. You will block every number. You will delete every message from Eli. You will earn respect instead of demanding it. She nodded slowly. I'll do it. No promises. Action. She opened her contacts and blocked each name. I watched. No hesitation. Every number gone. Then she opened messages from Eli. Long threads, compliments, plans, late-night conversations. She deleted everything. After that, her phone rang once more. Her mother. I answered. She is home. Her mother sighed in relief. Is she safe? Yes. Good. Keep working. Let her see what real accountability looks like. My wife listened, eyes wet with guilt. I hung up. She spoke again, voice soft and steady. I know you don't trust me. I will rebuild it day by day. I won't ask for forgiveness. I'll prove I deserve it. I didn't respond. I stood and walked to the kitchen. She followed with hesitation, like every step depended on permission. I poured tea. Sit, she sat again. I placed a cup in front of her. She stared at it like it was something sacred. You thought I needed a lesson, I said. But tonight showed something else. Without respect, love dies quietly. Without honesty, marriage becomes a stage. She nodded. I became someone I don't recognize. Find yourself again, I said, with or without me. Tears rolled down her cheeks. I wanted to be with you. I didn't wipe her tears. I didn't reach for her hand. I let her sit with the pain she created. Growth never arrives during comfort. Hours passed. She didn't move. She didn't run. She faced her mess instead of hiding behind rage or pride. When she finally stood, her voice was steady. I'll sleep on the couch. You need space. I nodded. Good night. She walked away, shoulders pulled low, steps quiet, not dramatic. That silence felt different. Not manipulative, not angry, honest. I turned off the lights and sat alone for a moment. I waited for anger. It didn't come. I waited for relief. That didn't come either, only clarity. In the morning, I woke up early. She was already awake, sitting at the kitchen table with coffee, eyes swollen from crying but clear. "Breakfast?" she asked carefully. "Yes." We ate without tension. No sharp words, no heavy silence. Later, she approached with a notebook. "I made a list of everything I need to change," she said. "Therapy, boundaries, no contact with toxic friends, communication with you every day. I want to earn love, not demand it." I read every line. Every sentence felt like effort, not theater. She didn't ask for a chance. She worked for it. Days passed. Action replaced promises. She apologized to my mother. She apologized to her sister. She cut contact with every friend who fed her poison. Weeks later, she sat on the couch, turned off the TV, and spoke quietly. "I don't want a marriage filled with tests," she said. "I want partnership. I lost myself. I want to rebuild something real." I looked at her. Calm, steady, free of bitterness. "You have a path to earn trust," I said, "and you're walking down it." She reached for my hand. I let her. Not because she begged, not because she demanded, because she learned. We healed slowly. No rush, no forced forgiveness. Every day, she showed respect without expecting praise. One night, months later, she whispered in the dark, "Thank you for not leaving." I answered with the same honesty she earned. "Thank you for finally staying." Revenge never came from yelling, guilt, or punishment. Revenge came from growth. She wanted me to beg. I grew calm. She wanted to teach me a lesson. She learned her own. She tried to break the bond. She rebuilt it from earned trust. People talk fast when their lives are empty. Friends with drama instead of wisdom. Advice from those who never held a marriage together. She listened once, she never listened again. If this story hit you hard, the next one will hit deeper. Betrayal always leaves scars, but some stories end with strength, not destruction. And if you want a free set of narrated stories for late nights and long drives, check the link in the description. Healing starts with one voice. Sometimes that voice sounds like your own.